Amazon. Birthday gifts, graduation gifts, back to school, decorations for the house, even groceries. You can get it all on Amazon. But here's the ticket. You gotta do it through FatGuyRadioShow.com. It's easy. Just click the Shop Amazon tab right there on the front of the page. Do us a favor. Help us out. Amazon. It's our biggest sponsor. It's the #1 way we power this show. And I thank you in advance. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, even your co-workers or business owner friends, all of them, police officers, firemen, everybody can benefit from Amazon. And here's the thing, you save money too. But you got to do it through FatGuyRadioShow.com. Amazon, help us out. Spread the word. Amazon. Hello there, everybody. It's your boy, Corey Blaze. Look, we've been doing this Fat Guy Radio Show for about over 2 years now, and I want to thank you. There are millions of shows and podcasts out there that you could be listening to right now, but you have selected us, and I thank you. Continue to spread the word about Fat Guy Radio Show. Tell your friends, neighbors, everybody that you can possibly think of about Fat Guy Radio. Let's grow this thing. We don't have all those marketing professionals behind us. All we have is you, and we appreciate you. Spread the word. Tell someone about it. But I thank you for taking the time to listen to Fat Guy Radio Show. Now on with the show. I landed on my ubiquitous laflaminers.
What?
I landed on my ubiquitous laflaminers.
What the heck is that?
It's the scientific term for twerking.
Twerking.
All right, so everybody, welcome to the show. Philippians, I don't know what it is, but this is something new to me. I might have been just living in a closet.
Yes.
My entire time. I'm not sure. But I was perusing the internet, as I do, because I have nothing else to do with my life. And I had my iPad. I was on the light rail system riding here into the studio.
Yes.
And I came across the Huffington Post article about twerking. So I, clicked on the video.
Yes.
And up come not just girls, a guy video.
Wow.
Of dudes twerking. Are you familiar with this thing?
I've seen videos, yes.
I've never even heard of this before.
No?
No, I've never heard of twerking ever before in my life. It's like it's like the new phase of booty shaking.
Exactly.
I found it a little disturbing yet intriguing.
Intriguing?
A little disturbing.
A little bit intriguing.
A little bit intriguing. Believe it or not. It was a collage of these dudes just twerking, and it was like, I don't know how you can actually get your butt to move that way.
Yes.
Because it seems like you would like throw a hip out or something.
Well, I guess it looks that way.
And the interesting thing about it is it was on the Huffington Post.
Huffington Post.
That is a article of note. That's an article of note. I had no clue about it. It's like it was called Twerking to Classical High Class Male Makeover. I think we should put the video up on FatGuyRadioShow.com. Mind you,
yes.
It's not safe for work.
What do you mean work?
Like your job, because there were times where there were guys that were twerking, if you will.
Yes.
Not tweeting, not to be confused with tweeting. Twerking.
There
was a time where guys were twerking, and they were twerking in some very, very minimal skivvies.
Oh.
Yeah, some very, very minimal skivvies. So what I thought would be a idea,
yes,
is maybe if I twerked.
You twerked?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if I twerked.
That would be cool?
No.
Why?
Because I did twerk.
Oh.
I did twerk, and I probably sent, I don't know, maybe 3 people to the hospital.
Our radio show.
What happened?
I don't know.
Try it again.
Happened over here.
Let's go.
You can listen to Fat Guy Radio Show on www.fatguyradioshow.com.
Nash, get up here. We're role-playing right now. Now, I'm going to be a guy, and I want you to be one of these girls that you know somewhere around the school or something, okay? All right. Good afternoon, young lady. Would you care to take in a film with me this evening?
Sure. You're kind of cute. Can I give you a handy?
Why, certainly, miss. Wow! What the jeepers are you doing, Yamanashi?
You said to act like one of the girls I know.
I can't believe this here. Back in my day, it took a half a year and a bottle of Boone's Farm just to get your arm around the girl. And if your forearm touched her neck, she was pregnant.
Times changed, bro.
Did you just call me bro? Yamanashi! Don't you ever call me bro again! Ever! You hear me?
It's Fat Guy Radio Show. And now, here's your host, Corey Blaze.
Hey, don't you ever call me bro again.
Bro.
Don't ever call me
there, bro?
Don't ever call me bro. That's actually a dig to the Full Court Press Radio boys.
A dig?
A dig, because they've been calling me bro for like the last 3 weeks. Hey, bro. It's just weird. I'm not your bro.
Bro, huh?
Thank you. All right, folks, welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show. I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Flippiest over there. Look at him, folks.
Yes, it is. Hello.
In all his glory. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show, so I encourage you to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Fat Guy Radio Show, and follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Fat Guy Radio, or give us a ring on the Fat Guy Radio Show listener line presented by Google Voice. 623-349-1652. That's 623-349-1652. Call us anytime, then listen for your voice on the show. Do your part. Spread the word about the show by sharing Fat Guy Radio Show on all your social media. When you share the show, a fat guy gets his wings.
Gets his wings?
Gets his wings. And they may or may not be hot wings. But some fat guy's going to get something, which is great. Right?
No.
Hey, if you share Fat Guy Radio Show on all your social media, a fat guy gets his wings.
Okay.
It's kind of like when a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, you don't know that reference from It's a Wonderful Life? The Christmas Tale?
No.
Flippus, we got him.
I'm out of cue.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to bring you up to speed.
To speed?
Yeah, up to speed. A little bit.
I don't need speed.
No, you don't need any speed. But what we do need is to pay some bills, because today's show is brought to you by Back to School from A to Z, as always, at Amazon. Shopping for back to school supplies? Amazon is the right place to start. Find supplies for your K through 12th grade children and even your college students. Make back to school shopping a snap with Amazon's back to school specials on backpacks, lunch boxes, snacks, and beverages. And go high tech with Amazon's back to school specials on Kindles, calculators, laptops, and printers. Everything you need is there, including all kids' clothing and school uniforms. Take advantage of these tremendous savings with free shipping using your Amazon Prime account today through the Shop Amazon tab on our website, or go directly through thatguyradioshow.com.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than all of these schools are now going uniforms. Are you aware of that? You got nieces and nephews that are in school, right?
Yeah. When I was little, I was wearing uniforms for school.
You were wearing uniforms in school?
Yeah.
I never wore uniforms.
No?
Nah, never wore uniforms. But I know that like little fella and the rest of the kids, when it's uniform time, man, you go to, let's say, Wally World, and you're there with 15,000 of your closest friends, everybody looking for the uniforms.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've seen it where it's like there's four big, huge boxes of blue shorts and pants.
Yeah.
And then there's four big, huge boxes of white shirts and skirts.
Yes.
And then you just you just pick your kid up, just toss them in the box and see which one he can come out with if he comes out with any clothes. But you can make that easier by just doing it all through Amazon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Buy a whole stack of them.
Buy them in bulk. I went out and looked at them, and they're cheaper than what you can find in even in Wally World.
Yeah.
Even in Wally World, and you can get them the next day. Get them the next day. All right, Amazon through FatGuyRadioShow.com is the way to help power the show, and we appreciate it. Well, Flippius, we got a packed show, buddy.
Yes, we do.
A lot of things happened, including the fact that last weekend, after the show, during the show, you and I were talking about getting Chinese food, but then you originally told me that you wanted to go to Taco Bell. Have you tried the Taco Bell quesadilla? What's that little SED grin on your face? What's that little SED grin?
Yes, I've had it. I had it on Friday.
You had it on Friday?
Yes.
And what is your review of the Taco Bell, what is it called? The Taco Bell
double steak, I think.
Double steak quesadilla.
From Taco Bell, yes. I don't think it was what I was expecting.
Really?
Really.
Ooh. How was it not what you had expected? What were you expecting actually?
Well, with the fact that it says double meat or double stack, I don't know what it is.
You didn't.
I thought it was gonna be like a thicker quesadilla and different flavor.
Like the quesadillas from Filiberto's, because some of the quesadillas from Filiberto's are pretty big.
Yeah, this one was good size. It filled me up.
Yeah.
I guess it comes with the side of chips and salsa.
Yeah, you get chips and you get salsa and you get the sour cream, and it comes in like a box.
Yeah.
It was $5, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't find it as what you wanted or your cup of tea.
Yeah, it wasn't what I expected.
I got it too.
I know, you told me.
Yeah, after the
Friday,
or
Saturday night movie.
The Saturday night movie, which
was good.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that. We got to recap that, and we also got to recap my snobbiness that Philippius called me a snob. I tried the double stack steak quesadilla from Taco Bell too.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was bigger than what I anticipated. I thought the pieces of steak were pretty big.
Yeah, I liked it. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I didn't go in with any expectation because I'm normally not a quesadilla person from Taco Bell. I'm not that
it would
guy.
Be more. Mine wasn't really crispy, I guess. It was like real floppy and.
Did you maybe get like a bad Taco Bell?
Maybe I could have, but this was up north, so usually. They're better up there. I don't know.
They're better. Yeah, that's because that's where I am. Up north. That's where I am. I'm up north. I went, I got it. I liked it. And here's the funny thing is that I went to the Taco Bell and it took me 20 minutes from the time I ordered to the time I drove away. I don't know what was going on. Maybe they had a missing burner or they had a broken burner. I don't know what was going on, but it took forever. But when I got to the window and I started to get like irritated. You know how impatient I am.
Summer heat.
Well, of course, it was night though.
Oh,
it was night because it was after you and I had the experience that we had, which we'll get to here in just a second. But 20 minutes sitting in the drive-through, cars just wrapped around the building.
Let
right?
me ask you this: so was 20 minutes worth the wait for that?
I think it was, and the reason why I think it is, the reason why I say it is because because the guy at the counter made up for it. He threw your boy some old. He offered a free soda for the wait, which I thought was a plus.
Was out of his own.
That was out of his own. I never said anything about the wait. I never said a mumbling word about the wait. So he offered a free soda at first. Yes. Customer service good. Yeah. My levels of frustration slowly dropped. I said, no, thank you, dude. I'm good. Because I had just gotten a drink from QT. Oh, no. I had the big cartoon size drink from the movies that I was still sipping on that may or may not have been lanced with cocaine. But we'll get to that in a second. And then he gives me my bag.
Yes.
Or with my box in it of the double steak quesadilla. And inside, he just says, I threw in some free taco certificates for your wait. I apologize for it.
Wow.
Now I don't know what the wait was about. If they had like a burner down or if the cook was high, I don't know what the problem was. But he just threw in some extra tacos, so that kind of like diffused me. I was getting a little irritated from waiting, but it kind of diffused me, and I brought it home, and I was a little ways from the house. but by the time I got it home, it was a little cool. But I was surprised at the big size.
Steaks.
The steak pieces were big.
Yeah.
But I like the cartoon size serving of sour cream.
Yeah.
And I like
course.
the big serving of salsa that
Yeah.
came along with it. Because you
You
know,
like the chips?
Oh yeah, the chips. I didn't know how to eat the chips.
You dip them in the salsa.
But then what do I? Well, if I use the chips for all the salsa, then where am I going to dip my quesadilla in?
You just pour a little bit over the quesadilla, then you dip the rest with
See,
the chips.
I like to dip my quesadilla.
Your quesadilla.
Absolutely, I like to dip my quesadilla. But
And then at the end, that's what happens.
yeah, absolutely.
Because when I went and got that, I was actually at work
Yeah.
for lunch. And then I got to the job and I was
you got
like,
it during the day.
yeah. And then like 30 minutes later, I was like, I need the restroom bad. Yeah.
It was talking back.
Yeah.
You know what they
I couldn't
say?
even work. I was like, I can't work. I gotta go to the bathroom. And we were at this nice house. Like,
You're out working at a beautiful house because everybody knows that Philippius is a plumber's apprentice.
yes.
So you were at some nice ass house just laying pipe.
Yeah. Luckily, they had air freshener in the restroom or their bathroom.
Thank
I
the
just like,
Lord. Just bomb
like on
it.
the movie Friday, you know?
You gotta come in
Sprayed
here.
everywhere.
Come in here. Let me see. Come in here. Let me talk to you. Oh yeah, man, I love that movie. Yeah, just Philippius is blowing up this $1 million house. I liked it. I would go. I actually had it again later in the week because
Wow.
I do anything for food. I actually did have it again later in the week, and it was pretty cool. But I went and got it after Philippius and I had an impromptu mandate last week.
Yes.
After the show, Philippius and I were talking. We wanted to go to Taco Bell, or I wanted to get Chinese food. I got Chinese food too.
The same night?
No, not the. God, what do you think I am? Some manic fat guy? Yeah, the same night. So I no, I didn't get it the same night. I didn't get it the same night.
You had it on the evening and then you had it at night.
I think I had it Saturday night after we were done, because after the show is when we went to what I will now classify as where broken hearts go. This place broke my heart, and I'm going to explain why. But when we went there, after I had left there and kicked you out my car, and I rolled
You made
up.
me roll out your car.
Yeah, tuck and roll, Philippius. Tuck and roll!
Now I got a scrape on my elbow.
I'm sorry. I'll put a Band-Aid on it. And
It's already healed.
And can we turn the fan on in here? I'm getting a little warm.
Yeah.
Ceiling fan, not Wally the AC unit. But after the movie, I went and got the Taco Bell, and then Sunday after church, I went and got the Chinese food.
The same one you went with your dad?
No. No, the place that we took him for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh no, probably that guy was probably still stuck in that. If you don't know that story, if you're the first time listening to the show, go back and listen to the show after.
They had to
Father's Day.
remodel that whole side of that.
They had to remodel around that dude, but it was not that same place. It was a place that Island Fire had told me about on what I think is Central Phoenix or downtown Phoenix, 19th Avenue and Northern. Which 19th Avenue right now in Phoenix, for those of you that are here, is like the Gaza Strip.
Yes.
Because the light rail is going up 19th Avenue right now, and everything is horrible. And I'm having problems
Yes.
with my car.
Yes.
That's the wrong street I should have been driving on.
Yeah, probably knock off all your bolts.
All my bolts, all my tires, all my alignments, everything was out. But I had to get to the Chinese food.
You couldn't take a different route?
No, that's the only way. Either you have to. Well, maybe.
Yeah. Could have flew in on your chopper or
I
something.
could have taken my chopper and into the Chinese food place, but no, I didn't. No, it was the place that Island Fire told me about. By the by, side note,
What?
did you know that Island Fire was in Washington State now?
Yes. I did know that.
How come I'm the last person to know anything
I
about
think this was at the time where you decided to get off Facebook. He was all over it. I'm
was
in
then.
Washington. Yes. I think it was then.
That sucks.
Well,
How
that's
come I
your
didn't-
loss. What,
How
you
come
called
you-
him up and said, hey, bro, let's hang out. I'm in Washington. What do you mean?
We can hang out via Skype. How come I didn't know anything about it?
You were not in tune.
Why didn't you tell me?
Why would I have to tell you anything?
I felt like a complete buffoon when I sent him a text message saying, hey, You want to hang out? You want to go do something? He's like, it's going to be a pretty expensive hangout, Corey.
Wow.
What do you mean? And so even on 4th of July night when I was with Reximus, Rex told me, yeah, Island Fire's in Washington State.
Wow.
I'm like, no, he's not. He's up the street. No, he's in Washington. I had no clue. So
He's been there for a while.
Obviously. No one decided to tell the Fat Radio disc jockey.
Well, maybe you should keep in touch with your boys.
I will keep in touch with my boys. You know what happens during the summer? We all fall out of contact because
It's too hot to be outside.
it's too hot to hang out, and
no
it's
GNOs.
and it's too hot in my house for us to do anything. Even though I am going to be hanging out with Peter Wiener later,
Today,
probably
trash bag of weed.
smoking the reefer. So Philippius and I decided that we were going to have an impromptu mandate.
Yes.
Because you wanted to see a movie, I wanted to see a movie, and we just decided to go. So
Yes.
let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, I'll tell you about how my heart was broken by this place that I grew up knowing as a kid, and how Philippius called me stuck up.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back on FatGuyRadioShow.com. All right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. This portion of the show is brought to you by one of our favorite sponsors, Rockman Pools. Rockman Pool service you can rely on. Locally owned and operated, providing cleaning and repair, installation pool service. Get started today with Rockman Pools at azperfectpools.com or by clicking the banner ad on our website. Rockman Pools. Make sure you mention you heard it here on Fat Guy Radio for a special offer only available to you as a Fat Guy Radio Show listener. Fat Guy Radio Show Rockman Pool Service. Click the banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com. I was a little over dramatic about that.
You fixed that problem we had last week, right?
Yeah, sorry about that on Ustream, folks, but we need an intern here during the show tapings to run the Ustream feed.
Yes.
Because I have a hard time doing it.
Anybody out there?
Anybody?
No?
Here, let me ask that question again. Anybody out there? Anybody? Anybody want to be the intern? Hey, if you want to intern for the show, let's put this out there. You want to intern for the show? Email us at fatguyradioshow@gmail.com.
Yes.
You want to intern? I know people aren't at school right now, so nobody's interning.
Also, like us on Facebook.
Oh, dude, the Facebook likes. Mark, our marketing guy, has been doing an amazing job on Facebook. Facebook likes, we're at 700 and something right now. Our goal is 1,000 by the end of summer.
But our summer never ends, so we always hit that.
Well, see, now you just opened up the goal. We have no reason to accomplish it now.
No, I'm just kidding. Once the degrees get under 95,
yes,
we'll consider that summer over.
I say we
But
go.
there has to be a straight week of that.
What do you mean, a whole straight of like 90-degree weather?
Yeah.
We'll never get that until like January of next year.
Nah, we'll get that like in October.
It's too hot, dude. It's too hot to breathe.
Well,
It's too hot to breathe.
out in the heat, so I'm getting used to it already.
And you worked this morning too.
Yes.
You were an idiot.
Went all the way to Fountain Hills.
Fountain Hills. We have some people that listen to the show out there in Fountain Hills.
Well, if they were to know I was out there, they probably would have greeted me.
They probably would have greeted you. So last week after the show, Philippius and I go over, decide that at the last minute we were going to go see White House
Down.
Down.
Yes, that was a good movie.
I got to give 2 thumbs up for White House Down, man.
I'm going to give 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up?
Yeah.
I don't want to know where you're getting the 3rd thumb.
I got toes.
That's not a thumb.
Looks like a thumb.
Okay. White House Down. 4 thumbs up for Philippius.
Yes.
2 thumbs up for us.
5
Now,
thumbs up.
the movie was great. I liked the movie.
Yes, it was.
It was a twist it was predictable per se. It was like, okay, there's no way that can really happen. Some of the CGI was kind of a little iffy at points, but I think that had to do with the fact that we were sitting so damn close to the screen. But that's not anybody's fault. but
Yours.
mine. Fine.
Because you have a problem with theaters
I don't have a problem
that
with
are
theaters.
not up to your standards.
See, here we go. This is why Philippius called me snobby.
Yes.
I'm not snobby.
Yeah.
Philippius, I talk into a microphone on the internet.
I understand.
That's all I do. How can I be snobby? We're getting ahead of ourselves.
All right.
Let me set the scene up real quick. We go to the theater at the Arizona Center.
Yes.
Now, for those of you listening around the world, the Arizona Center is located in the heartbeat of Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
And the reason why we chose the Arizona Center is because Philippius is a Central Phoenix dweller.
Yeah.
I am a North Glendale, Peoria dweller. And we decided that, Philippius had something else to do after the show. So he was going to go do that. And then we were going to hook up and go to see the movie White House Down.
Correct.
And the reason why we decided to go, the reason why I decided to go to the Arizona Center is one, I hadn't been there in a very long time.
Yes.
I had no clue the state of the Arizona Center. No idea what to expect when I got there, because the last time I was there, I went there for lunch. They had great food. There was some great stores, the ice cream there, Hooters on the corner. But the Arizona Center is kind of like a little mini open air strip mall in the heart of downtown Phoenix. I mean, literally in the heart of downtown Phoenix. You walk to the edge of the corner, you can see the U.S. Airways Center, you can see Chase Field, you can see the Herberger Theater, you can see the Hyatt Hotel. It's literally right there in the heart of downtown Phoenix. I remember them remodeling that and opening the Arizona Center.
Really?
And it was beautiful. The cobblestone walkways, the open air. It had 2 stories. This was before the Arizona Mills Mall opened up.
Okay.
In Tempe. This was before Metro Center was remodeled. This was the place to go or kind of stop if you were in downtown before downtown exploded to the urban that it was.
Yeah.
When we hit the Arizona Center,
Yes.
I should have known that something was wrong when the first cars I see in the parking lot are police vehicles.
Yes.
There was more police parking than visitor parking.
Yes, there was.
So we were rushing to get to the theater. It was all great, and it wasn't all great. I'm getting ahead of myself. We get to the theater. We get there. We were running a little behind. We parked up on what seemed to be the 27th floor of this parking garage in downtown Phoenix.
Yes.
I had no clue that it was going to be that much parking. I didn't know what was going on, but we got there, got into parking. Of course, it wasn't free because it's downtown Phoenix. We get there.
Got some exercise.
Yeah, because we had to take the stairs because there was a homeless guy camped out in the elevator.
Yes.
Dead.
No.
That guy was dead,
He was
Philippians.
not dead. He was drunk.
That dude was dead.
He was drunk. You didn't smell alcohol in him?
I don't know what I was smelling. I smelled alcohol. I smelled urine. I smelled human feces. I smelled a dead cat. I smelled formaldehyde, all in the elevator of what used to be one of the greatest places in downtown Phoenix to go to. Now it's a haven for dead homeless people.
Well, they took over.
They obviously did.
It's because of the economy crashed, and now
And everybody decided to go to the Arizona Center?
Yeah, the whole area crashed.
My heart was broken. I thought I was going to go someplace that I knew that was comfortable. The cobblestone, the beautiful cobblestone that was there is covered in cigarette butts and dried up gum.
Maybe they need to remodel it again.
They need to bulldoze it and put up a parking lot like we're really good at doing in downtown Phoenix. So we walk over to where the theater is.
Yes.
The theater, the way that it's set up is that you approach this little bubble where all the ticket counters are.
Yes.
And then you walk past the bubble and then you go into the main part of the theater. The bubble, what was up with those windows?
I don't know.
It was like somebody took an elephant's ass and just smeared it all over the windows and then said, hey, let's sell tickets out of this.
Yes.
It was ridiculous, dude.
That's the way they do it.
I was extremely uncomfortable. Got inside the theater. We got the tickets. What were they? $10?
$10.
$10. We got inside the theater. Popcorn all over the floor. This is an 8.
Popcorn, soda stains.
This was an
piss stains.
Piss stains. This was an 8 o'clock.
I think I seen a rat.
There definitely was a rat. Ben.
So I found some little pebbles in my popcorn.
That's disgusting.
I don't know if that was pepper or if that was.
That was not pepper. I promise you, that wasn't pepper. I found something else in the bottom of my popcorn feed bag too.
A hole.
Yeah. So we get there. The floor is littered with popcorn. The tile is got stains and soda drip stains all over it. Nothing but the most disinterested salespeople at the counter.
Handicap.
Well, there you go, Flippy. I wasn't going to put that out there, but geez. Yes, there were some people that were disabled that was working. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Fine. That's great. I'm glad that they have found employment. That still doesn't make up for the state of that theater. It was trashed.
Well, maybe they don't have enough employees.
Well, they need to get some more employees, or maybe nobody wants to work there. But I was brokenhearted, Philippius, because of the fact that I love that place. That used to be the bomb place. So we're standing in line at the concession stand, right?
Concessions.
And the guy, some weird guy that was following us the whole time we were there, Mr. Orange Shirt.
Yeah, Mr. A big guy.
It was weird, dude. You can't say that guy wasn't weird.
I didn't pay attention to that guy, so I don't know.
I paid attention to it because I'm the guy that if you are staring at the side of my face, I can feel you staring at me. And this guy was awkwardly staring at me like he wanted to wear my skin as a suit.
He probably did. He probably put a tracking device on your vehicle.
It was see, now you're freaking me out. So we're standing at the concession stand, and I'm literally, I have my magic vagina phone out, and I start looking for tickets available at the AMC Harkins. Or AMC Harkins. That's 2 different theater companies.
That is.
The AMC Esplanade at the Biltmore.
Yes.
And I look over at Philippius, and I said, Philippius, would you be embarrassed if we left right now? And what was your response?
My response was, yes, I would be embarrassed.
I was so through, man. I wanted to leave. But because of you and for you, I toughed it out. And then that's when Philippius drops the line of all lines, and he calls me gotta get a shorter drum roll. That's like a 45-second drum roll. Philippius calls me a snob.
Snobby pants.
Oh, wrong one. I'm not
you agreed with me.
No, I didn't.
You did too.
That was a slip of my...
First response is always the best.
That was a slap. That was a move of my fat finger. Because I wanted to leave that trashy theater made me a snob?
No.
What made me a snob?
The way you acted.
How was I acting?
Just like, wasn't that your first time? Like, your first, I don't know how to say it. Just like when you first went there, you were like, when you were young, I guess.
No, I remember back in high school. I remember as far back as maybe 10 years ago. That was the last impression that I had on there, and I was completely shocked. I think what you were getting, it wasn't snobby or me throwing a temper tantrum. I think what you were getting was the fact that I was in shock, Philippius.
Yeah.
I was in shock.
Maybe you were.
But you still thought that I was being a snobby. And you even like looked down at your nose because you thought I wasn't making a scene. Was I?
No, I don't know. You're just looking around like, what the heck is going on?
Okay. The people there, Philippius.
What's wrong with the people?
The people there were a little questionable.
Everybody is around that same people.
Okay, maybe I am a little bit of a snob.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to tell you what makes me a little bit of a snob.
What if they were at your theater you like? Would it be any different? I don't think so.
They would never be at the theater.
You don't know?
They never would be at the theater that I like. Well, if they would, they'd be on one side of the theater. Okay, this isn't working out very well for me.
Because at theaters, they're considered like a crew, and they all take turns doing everything. That's the way it works.
I think what it is is that I have been spoiled by the experience that I've had at the Esplanade, and I may just, even when I take the kids to the theater up at Deer Valley in North Phoenix,
yes,
that's still a better experience than what we experienced down at the Arizona Center. And the only reason why I wanted to go to the Arizona Center is because of the previous experience. I've been to that theater several times before. It had never been in that state.
Well, it's going to crap.
It is. They're gonna bulldoze it and put up a parking lot because it wasn't worth it. I was embarrassed. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
You didn't embarrass me. If we would have left, then that would have been embarrassing.
How so? We would have just walked out, gotten our money back, and then went to another theater. We didn't even eat
and
there.
And then everybody would have stared at us like, "What's wrong with these guys? Why are they so special?"
They were staring at us anyway.
No, they weren't. Maybe that one guy that was staring at you that wanted to wear your skin
as a suit.
He wanted to wear your belly.
Well, that would have covered up. That wouldn't have covered up his whole body because he had a belly too. That was creepy.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to him. You pointed him out at the end.
Yeah, because I told you.
Was it.
Thanks for watching my back. I told Philippius where this guy followed us to the concession stand. Number one, he made contact with me when we were at the ass smeared ticket booth. When we got the tickets, he walked by me, and I was walking slowly up to the door, waiting for you to get your ticket because we went Dutch. I was walking up slowly, and that was the first encounter. He walked by, and he just kind of like looked at me and said, "Hello."
He said that to you?
Yeah, and I said, "Hi."
I don't remember that.
I know because you were getting your tickets. So this was my first encounter with this guy. Now he might be a very nice guy. I don't know, but I was creeped out a little bit. Now look, I run into listeners quite often that listen to the show. My face is all on the internet. We're broadcasting Ustream, what have you. I run into people all the time that like the show. Fine. Walk up to me, say hi. I think that we put a picture up on the Facebook page of me when I met the roller derby girl.
Yes.
Fine. Walk up, say hi. Don't creepy, awkward buzz around me. And then he just looked at me as he walked away, where his head was turning back at me as he was walking away. And then you came up and he went in, gave his ticket, and went and got in line for the concession. We walk in, go in line to get the concession. I look over your shoulder. He's still awkwardly staring at me.
Maybe he wanted to say something but wasn't ready to. He was too nervous.
Why would I make anybody nervous?
Or maybe he didn't want to be looking like a dumbass, not knowing if you're really Corey Blaze.
Walk up and ask me. I've told the story about that kid that walked up to me in Arrowhead Mall, or not Arrowhead Mall, in the Arrowhead area, that had his phone with my cartoon character on it, listening to the show, walked up to me, thought I was Corey, and then walked away and said, "No, I'm sorry to bother you. You're not." I've told the story about that kid. It was funny. Ask me. It's not like I'm getting approached 25 million times a day.
Maybe he didn't want you to feel like you're being, I don't know.
Stalked? Maybe
he was stalking you from a long time ago.
Mission failed, because that definitely was a stalker move. It was creepy. So we leave, we watch the movie, all thumbs up, Tiger Woods 2000, not Tiger Woods 2012, Tiger Woods 2000. Movie was great. We leave the theater. There he is again. Just creeping, staring at me. So I tell Philippius, let's go look at this big, huge cartoon-sized banner. So Philippius and I go over to the side, look at a big cartoon-sized banner, and stare at it until he leaves the theater. Now, if you're a listener, I'm sorry, but you creeped me out.
If you are a listener, email us.
Send us an email. Let us know that was you. Don't be afraid. But I was embarrassed. I wasn't embarrassed. I was just uncomfortable in that theater. Very uncomfortable in that theater. And I'm sorry if I embarrassed you. But I promised to make it up to you.
Yeah.
What did I say? What did I offer to my executive producer, Philippius?
You said you would treat me to the Esplanade, all cost on you.
Wait, I didn't say nothing about all cost on me. I said
That's what
I
you
will
said.
treat you to a dine-in theater experience.
No. You must have been high or something. That cocaine got to you or something.
The cocaine that was in my drink got to me.
That's what I
don't remember. I don't remember saying that.
I'm the producer here, and I heard what I heard.
I'm gonna have to veto that. I don't think I'll pay your way in, but I don't think I said I don't think I said anything about paying for the entire night. That's a $2,000 night.
You said it. That's why I said okay. If you weren't to agree to that, I would have said nope. Not happening.
I don't think that's what I said.
I know that's what you said.
I wasn't in that bad of a mood.
You were. Apparently you were. Or
no,
the cocaine in your drink.
I think it was the fact that I was embarrassed because it was my idea.
Yeah.
So because it was my idea, why would I don't know. I was probably high from the cocaine in the drink. Because I'm thinking about it now. If it was my idea, why in the world would I offer to redo what I did by paying more money? But you've been, okay, before we go to break.
Yes.
Philippius, you've been to the Esplanade 14, right?
Yes.
And you still enjoy going to other theaters?
Yeah, I don't. It's not like I'm not a big, like, movie's a movie, you know? I'm not picky about it.
The experience, though. What about the experience, Philippius?
I'm just there to watch the movie. I don't care about anything else.
Well, I guess that makes me a snob.
I
honestly guess that makes me a snob because I was heartbroken by the state of the Arizona Center being dirty and unkept and the elephant's ass all rolled, smeared over the theatre windows. I don't know what happened. All right, let's take a quick break. When we get back, this is a hard break, I believe, right?
We got one more.
Yeah, we got one. This is a hard break. When we come back, Philippius, I want to, I found a picture. A picture of Ryan Scott from Full Court Press Radio.
Wow.
And I want to get to it. So we'll be right back with more fun and more thrills right here on FatGuyRadioShow.com. All right, folks. Welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. Philippius is tired. Are you going to make it through the show?
Yeah, I'm good.
Liar! I'm looking at you on like Ustream.
I am awake.
I'm alert. He's had a bite of cake.
I will continue.
Had a bite of cake. Right?
You had no cake.
You need a bite of cake.
I'll take a pound of sugar.
A pound? You need a pound of sugar too. I offered you my soda, but you didn't take it.
Nah, I'll just eat that air freshener.
Ew. Okay. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. This portion of the show is brought to you by 123print.com. Not just for business people or corporate folks, 123print has everything you need to make you, you. From free business cards to wedding invitations and party invites with thousands of templates to fit every creative style out there. Click the 123print banner on our website to get started today. 123print.com. I love Brian Setzer. I told who was I talking to earlier this week? I said if your song has horns in it, if you got a horn section in your band, I'm loving it. I love me some horns. I love me some horns.
Is it because you're Aries, and Aries represents Ram?
Oh, snap.
That's it.
Philippius. All right. Philippius.
And we're back.
So I showed Philippius this picture on earlier before the show started, and it is of our friend, dear friend Ryan Scott of Sports of Full Court Press Radio, and he was tagged in this picture.
Yes.
On some type of vacation or something. I don't know what it was, if it was some type of vacation or if it was some type of, I don't know what the hell he was doing. But it's this picture of Ryan. And for those of you that are watching us on Ustream, yes, I am going to flash this. I'm going to flash this picture across the Ustream feed because this picture cracked me up. I'm going to do my best to try to explain to you what this picture is. Now, Philippius, you've seen the picture.
Yes.
You've seen the picture. Those of you watching us on Ustream, Oh man, I unplugged that and then I tried to
the heck
use.
did you do?
I don't know if wheels are falling off.
Put it back in.
No, because I want to do something here in a second. I want to try to call Ryan in a second so he can explain to us what this picture is.
Okay,
You know what? Let's just try to get him on the phone now.
go for it.
Let's try to get him on the phone. And it's a picture for those of you that are on Ryan's Facebook page. He was tagged in it, so it wasn't a picture that he posted.
Yes.
It was a picture that somebody else took of him and then tagged him in it.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling through Facebook, man, and I come across this picture and it just floors me. And I know I know I'm overselling it, and I hope I don't oversell it, but it was I don't know. Make sure this track is up.
It's up.
And it's out so he can hear us too. But I was tracking it, or I was looking at it, and I just had to unhinge my jaw. And what we're doing, we're calling Ryan Scott of Full Court Press Radio, if he even answers the phone.
He's with his teenage girlfriend.
I know. We call her Pixel.
Hello?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
It's Corey at Fat Guy Radio Show. You're on the air right now.
Hi, Corey. How you doing?
I'm good. Are you busy?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you are. I'm getting you in and out right now.
Are you busy right now? What are you doing?
No.
Oh,
Sounds like you're at work.
Nope, not yet. No work today.
Why is there a phone ringing? Are you working at some suicide hotline number?
No, there's just other phones that ring.
That's
okay.
That's okay.
Old phone from the house phone.
Okay, Ryan, we'll go with that. Hey, Ryan, I'm sitting here talking about a picture of you that I found on Facebook, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but you were tagged in a picture this week of you, and I'm putting it up for all of our Ustream people to look at right now, and it's a picture of you shirtless, sitting on what looks to be a Mexican-style couch in some type of Mexican-style house, and you have what only I can describe as oatmeal smeared across your shoulders, your shoulder blade, your arms, and you're sitting there. And now I have to say that I was remotely attracted and remotely aroused by this picture. In addition to the fact that I wanted to know, could your nipples be any smaller?
Wow.
Hey! Don't get jealous on the small daintiness of my nipple.
I'm not hating on them. I'm jealous of them.
That's a whole lot of sexy in that picture.
There is a lot of sexy on that picture, and first of all, before I completely rake you over the rails about this, I enjoyed it.
And Corey loves oatmeal.
I do love oatmeal, so I grabbed my spoon while I was looking at this picture. But, Ryan, what is going on in this picture, man?
So I got sunburnt in Mexico. So the Mexico-style couch and Mexico-style place has a meaning there. In Mexico, we got sunburnt pretty bad on the beach. And the best home remedy I've ever found, now this is one I found earlier when I had gotten sunburnt before, is yogurt, plain yogurt, and ground up oatmeal, or you can get that fast mix oatmeal, instant oatmeal, or whatever it's called. Yes. And you put it on.
Hold on a
sunburn.
minute. Slow down for a second. It's yogurt?
Yogurt, plain yogurt, and instant oatmeal in a paste on your burns. You leave it on there for about 30 minutes, and it pulls out some of the heat, lets it stop hurting as much, soothes the sunburn.
So pretty much you cook the oatmeal from your sunburn.
Basically. And you throw it away. You don't eat it unless you're, Corey Blaze, and you have to eat it.
I was ready to eat it. I have a spoon right now.
Add a little bit of sugar.
A little bit of sugar and some
no
cinnamon.
Food left behind. No food left behind.
That's my life motto. My life motto. No food left behind.
Wow.
So where did you learn this from? Where did you come up with this idea, or who showed you this cockamamie idea?
I got sunburnt to the point of blisters on Venice Beach about a year ago, and I looked up every home remedy and I tried them all, and that was the one that was the most successful.
So in the picture, for those of you that aren't seeing it on Ustream, and if you're not watching us on Ustream, shame on you. But Ryan,
I kind of look like a chicken. Right? Like, it kind of looks like feathers.
It does kind of look like feathers, and you've got this, like, I don't know if the look on your face is from pain or if the look on your face become from just the sheer embarrassment, and you have this cartoon-sized bowl in front of you where you obviously have more of this yogurt oatmeal concoction where you're ready at any time to put it on you even more. Now, it's a very cute picture. And once again,
yeah, it's probably a mixture of both shame and pain. It's probably both.
It is a combination of shame, pain, and sexiness.
Yes.
It moved a little, Ryan, when I looked at the picture, but that's beside the point. I have never heard of yogurt, oatmeal, and what did you say? Cement and rubber cement and glue that had to go in there too to help with it?
Just yogurt and oatmeal.
It's just yogurt and oatmeal.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That is disgusting. I've had yogurt and oatmeal separately, but I've never had yogurt and oatmeal. And then, okay, so Ryan, it's on your shoulder blades and it's going across your back. So this obviously means that someone had to apply this to your sunburns. Can you please let the Fat Guy Radio Show listeners know who this person was?
Well, you like to refer to her as Pixie. It's the girl.
Oh, it was your girl. It was. We do.
And in turn, I had to apply it to her. Those pictures are funnier. Maybe we can find those.
Yeah, well, those aren't as sexy. Listen, those were. Sorry, what? What happened? I blacked out. So Pixie. Pixie, for those of you that aren't aware of who Pixie is Ryan's girlfriend, and I call her Pixie Scott because when you look at her, she just seems like she's a Disney character. She's just absolutely adorable, and when she walks outside, the little white doves and the yellow little canaries come and fly to her finger, and she just looks like that little, because that's the kind of girlfriend I would expect Ryan to have, is Pixie Scott. So that's why I call her Pixie. Ryan, she will forever on the show be known as Pixie Scott.
Good.
All right, so while we've been talking, I have been plastering your picture back and forth all over Ustream. So I for everyone that wants to see it, it was up on Facebook, so I kind of just figured that it was public domain.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is a pretty funny picture. And also, thanks for the shout out on Full Court Press Radio last week. So I'll give you ding. Here we go. I got it for you. FullCourtPressRadio.com, where Ryan and DT, and you guys had a big announcement this past week. What was that big announcement? Share it with our listeners.
We're finally on Stitcher, joining the ranks of Fat Guy Radio Show.
Yeah. Full Court Press Radio is on Stitcher, so this is what you do. For all of our all of our Stitcher listeners, you have our show under your favorites. Now add Full Court Press Radio under your favorites too. So when you're done listening to our show, it go right to Full Court Press Radio. Or when you're done listening to Full Court Press Radio, you can listen to our show.
That's my next step.
Sharing the wealth. Well, Ryan, this is a really great picture of you. I'm going to have it blown up to as big as I can possibly get it, and I'm going to mount it over my bed.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Just don't tell me what happens after that.
Oh, no, I won't. I can't share anything like that with you, Ryan, because then again, you have a Disney lifestyle.
All right,
Ryan. Thanks for taking the call, buddy. We'll let you go.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care, guys.
I see you, man.
See you
there
later.
he goes, Ryan at Full Court Press Radio, FullCourtPressRadio.com. It was a funny picture. I liked it, and I laughed all day long. Cut this line here. I laughed all day long when I saw that. So we'll have, actually, you know what? We'll put it up on fatguyradioshow.com/news.
Nice.
All right, let's take a quick break, folks, before we wrap up the show here. I'm afraid to poop again, and we'll talk about that when we get back on Fat Guy Radio.
As long as she stands there waiting, wearing the holes in the soles of her shoes. How many days?
All right, folks, welcome back to the Fat Guy Radio Show. Now, see what you're doing right now, Flip, is you were lip syncing. We ran into a problem with YouTube last week with the show. Yeah, because you lip synced to one of those songs, and we weren't talking over it. So YouTube's automatic skimmer of the show picked up the fact that song was in there, and it was a lot of us not talking over it, so it blocked it.
Really?
Yeah, so I had to fight with YouTube to say, hey, no, we're not selling this song. Well, we are selling the song. You can get all the music you heard on Fat Guy Radio Show on our Amazon page, but I had to tell them, no, we're not trying to infringe upon this song. We were using it as a bed, and it went back and forth, and I'm not even sure how it even ended, if they released it or not. But because it wasn't your fault, it wasn't my fault, we just sat here and we were playing back and forth on it, and that's what happened.
Okay.
Thank you.
I won't do it again.
No, it wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's the story of a girl try to river and drown the whole world, cause it looks so sad to photograph liver when she smiles. All right, we're gonna do it again, and then YouTube's gonna be like, All right, who is this? I like this song.
This is 9 days again.
9 days again. Not 8 days.
9 days.
Not 7 days.
Because we're going to have a 9-day week.
You haven't said anything about the fact that I'm wearing my bro man. Don't call me. Don't you ever call me bro again, Habernacci. I thought I was wearing. You didn't say anything about me wearing my do-rag today.
Your bro rag.
My bro rag today. I didn't say anything about it.
You gotta pay some bills.
I do got. Oh yeah, we gotta pay some bills. All right, folks. This segment of the show is brought to you by who? Where are we going?
We're on number
the aforementioned Stitcher Radio.
Yes.
The portion of the show is brought to you by Stitcher Radio. The Stitcher Radio app available at fatguyradioshow.com/Stitcher. Download the Stitcher Radio app to stream our show and other hit shows like Full Court Press Radio with no downloading or computer syncing needed. Make sure to enter promo code FatGuyRadio in the How You Heard About Us field when you register your app. Stitcher Smart Radio app, a better way to radio. Get it now at fatguyradioshow.com/Stitcher or by clicking the Stitcher banner on our website. I talked all the way through that bed, didn't I?
Yes.
I'm sorry. All right, Philippians.
You ruined it.
We're in the home run here. What did I say I was going to say before? Oh, I mentioned before on the show that I have a hemorrhoidal problem. Sorry. I know it's not the best, but can I have my sound effects back, please?
Yeah.
It's not the sorry, that's what I want. It's not the best thing, but they're back again. And
you gotta see a doctor.
I've seen a doctor, man.
They need to stick a tube up your butt.
I don't want a tube up my butt.
Find out what's going on.
I don't want a tube up
Cut
my
something
behind.
out.
No, not at all. We're gonna have to edit the show right here.
Why?
We're gonna have to edit the show for. All right, so we had a little bit of a technical glitch there, but we're back online. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Anyway, what I was saying is, I've been to the doctor. I've closed that door because I'm hearing all my audio go out. I've been to the doctor. I've had not the finger up the yoo-hoo, but I've tried to
do something.
Try to do something. So now it's like bothering me again.
Now you can't do.
Well, I can, but not comfortably.
You have to
not comfortably
let it come out very slow.
I don't want to get into the process of it because it's there's many people that
you
may
have to push on your belly.
No, people may be listening to to the show during their lunch, so I don't really want to go into a lot of detail about it. However, I posted something up on as I transition here. I posted something up on and by the way, very good Very good reaction time for that little technical glitch we had there. That's what we'll call it.
Technical glitch.
Technical glitch.
I think I unplugged something on accident.
That's all right. It happens. It actually happened on the Michael Mirror show this week. They had a power outage right in the middle of their show.
Wow.
But now all of our times are out, so I'll do my best to kind of stay on time. I think we lost, 3 minutes?
I don't know.
Probably not even that. All right, we'll fix it in editing. So I put up on my Facebook page that I had a big announcement on... What's wrong? I had a scoop on this, what I call government phone alerts.
Yes.
Everybody's been getting them. Everybody's been getting them on your little magic vagina phone.
Yes.
Where you're sitting there and all of a sudden it's...
Or if you have the sound on...
It's the emergency broadcast system. Comes all hours of the night, all day, right?
Whenever there's an alert.
Exactly. So me being me, I decide to do a little bit of media work. I am a journalist.
Yes.
I don't know. I talk into a microphone in the internet.
You're not a journalist.
I think that makes me a journalist. That doesn't make me a journalist, Flippies.
No.
I think it should make me a journalist.
Makes you proactive.
I think it makes me... I'm going to call myself a journalist.
Do what you want.
Thank you.
As you please.
Thank you very much. I'm a journalist, so I hook up my phone to my little recorder at home, and I dial up AT&T. I dial up AT&T thinking and asking them about if you could get alerts into my phone.
Yeah.
What's to stop you from getting stuff out of my phone? Now, these alerts, nobody's paying for these alerts, and they're Amber alerts and they're weather alerts, and the few haboobs that we've had come through the valley lately, we've been getting a lot of alerts for, right?
Yes.
So it's not a paying thing. My question was, who authorized these alerts to start coming through to my phone?
Yeah.
And why wasn't I told that I was going to start getting these alerts? Because they really started pouring in probably about a week or two ago.
Yes.
They really started coming on real strong. So I called AT&T, recorded the conversation, did the whole thing about, recording this to air on the show and whatnot, and had the world's worst customer service rep.
Of course. Customer service in this world is probably...
He said his name was Frank. But his name was really...
Frank Sinatra?
Yeah. His name was really Haboob Dita Harikata Chalapod. Or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't... His name was not
I have something
Frank.
funny to show you after the show.
Okay, good. Well, I'm looking forward to it. All right, fellas.
It's funny.
I'm excited.
We'll probably talk about it on the next show.
All right, cool. So I recorded this whole conversation, and I went to my Facebook page, and I posted up, got a big scoop about AT&T and these alerts that everybody is getting that we're not. It was one of these. Coming now on the next Fat Guy Radio Show, Corey Blaze blows the lid off of your privacy with your phone company, along with these weather alerts and Amber alerts. Stay tuned for this Saturday on Fat Guy Radio Show. That's what I thought I had going on.
Ooh.
Till I had a conversation with listener Gail, and she took my bubble and blew it up.
That's right.
I got what I will now call, and we'll title the show this, I was Gailafied.
Gailafied.
I approached Gail with my arms and my chest. Well, not my arms, but my chest lifted high and my chin up high. And I said, listen, Gail, I have breaking news. I've blown the lid off of these alerts that we've been getting on our phones.
Yes.
And she says, what alerts? I said the alerts for the Amber Alert and the weather alerts. I says, it's the government. The government's getting into our phones and they're doing whatever they want. And if they can get information in, they can get information out. And Gail, listener Gail, looked at me and she says, Corey, if you go to settings, you can just turn them off.
Yes. You didn't know that?
Had no clue.
Really?
No clue. My whole bit for the show.
Quack, quack, quack.
Gailafied.
Wow.
Gailafied. She couldn't let me have my moment. She couldn't say, yeah, okay, and then busted my bubble. No. She took my thunder, Philippians, my thunder, my cloud. I was ready. I had the audio cut and clipped, ready to go. I was going to put out a freaking press release, and I was going to tell everybody that That Guy Radio Show has blown the lid off of these text messages. Yeah, but when you go to your phone, you can turn them off.
Yes, and then you don't see them anymore.
And you don't see them anymore.
That's it.
Yeah. So I was Gailafied. So I'm going to coin the phrase Gailafied. Gailafied is when you have some very, very exciting news that really isn't exciting news, and Gail will tell you about it.
Yes.
She stole my thunder. I really wanted my thunder, Philippians.
Well,
let's get out of here.
No lightning for you.
Is it bad that I'm really excited for what you have to show me at the end of the show?
I don't know.
I can't wait to see it. I've gone the whole show without saying anything about you sitting over there in a tank top today. You should be happy.
That's okay.
Thank you. All right, folks. Today's show was brought to you by the Shop Amazon Back to School from A to Z, as always, on Amazon. Click the Back to School Amazon banner on our website or go directly through fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon.
Our website design is provided by Elite Web Management. This program cannot be rebroadcasted without the written consent from an authorized representative of fatguyradioshow.com.
Our show survives on the support of... I just got a text message from listener Gail. She's listening live. Our show survives on the support of advertisers. Know someone with a business product or service. Advertise it on Fat Guy Radio Show effectively and affordably reaches thousands of active listeners locally, nationally, and worldwide every day. For advertising rates, email sales@fatguyradioshow.com.
Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe on iTunes by clicking the iTunes button on fatguyradioshow.com. You can also join us live on fatguyradioshow.com/live.
Like listener Gail.
Yes, like listener Gail. Or watch the replay on our YouTube page, as long as I don't sing along and they don't stop me from going on.
They don't block our show. Also, don't forget to check out my daily blog, After the Levels. Subscribe and read After the Levels at afterthelevels.com or by clicking the After Levels banner on fatguyradioshow.com. If you love Fat Guy Radio Show, you will like After the Levels. For Fat Guy Radio Show cast and crew, I'm Corey Blaze saying, skinny people, fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. Listen, like, and laugh, everybody. See you at the top. Bye-bye! Gailafied! Now that the show is over, visit fatguyradioshow.com/sponsors and take advantage of some of the amazing deals that are offered to you exclusively as a Fat Guy Radio Show listener. That's fatguyradioshow.com/sponsors. And if you have a good experience with one of our sponsors, feel free to email us at fatguyradioshow@gmail.com to share your story. We love hearing from you. fatguyradioshow.com/sponsor.